The town of Willow Creek was small and sleepy. It nestled beside a winding river. Willow trees dipped their branches into the water. In the heart of the town stood Elias's shop. It was crammed with clocks. They ticked and tocked, chimed and whirred. Elias was an old man. His beard was as white as snow. His eyes were like faded blue marbles. He had a kind smile. He knew the secrets of time, or so the townsfolk whispered. Behind a heavy velvet curtain in his shop was a mystery. It was a clock, unlike any other. The clock was tall and slender. It was made of dark, polished wood. Intricate carvings decorated its surface. Strange symbols glowed faintly on its face. It was a clock that seemed to hold its breath, waiting for something. One sunny afternoon, a young woman named Clara wandered into Elias's shop. She had bright, curious eyes and a head full of dreams. Clara was drawn to the velvet curtain. She wanted to know what lay behind it. "What's behind the curtain?" Clara asked Elias, her voice barely a whisper. Elias hesitated. He looked at the curtain, then back at Clara. "It is a clock," he said slowly, "but not just any clock." Clara's curiosity bubbled over. "Can I see it?" she asked, her eyes wide with wonder. Elias sighed. He knew he couldn't keep the clock hidden forever. With a slow, deliberate movement, he pulled back the curtain. The clock was even more mesmerizing up close. Its faint glow seemed to pulsate. Clara felt strangely drawn to it. "This clock," Elias began, his voice low and gravelly, "it can stop time." Clara gasped. She didn't believe him, but something in Elias's eyes told her it was true. But Elias continued, his voice thick with sadness. "There is a price. For every moment frozen, something precious is lost." He looked away, his face etched with pain. Clara knew he was talking about his own loss. Elias had used the clock to freeze a happy memory. He had stopped time when his wife was still alive, but in doing so he had lost the ability to move on. He was trapped in the past. Clara listened to Elias's story. She felt a pang of sadness for the old man. She realized that holding on to the past was not the same as living. She wanted to help Elias find peace. "Time moves forward," Clara said softly, "even when we don't want it to." Elias looked at her, his eyes filled with tears. He knew she was right. He'd been so afraid of letting go, but Clara's words gave him courage. Together they decided to restart the clock. It was time for Elias to heal. As the clock began to tick again, Elias felt a weight lift from his shoulders. He knew he would never forget his wife, but he could finally cherish her memory without letting it consume him. The clockmaker and the curious girl stood together. They listened to the rhythm of time, moving forward,